What's up, y'all? And we're back. I got my handy dandy notebook, so you know what that means. We're talking about real estate education today. And today's video is going to be about a certain type of contract. This one is for my buyers. Stay tuned. Alrighty, so the type of contract we're going to be talking about today is a buyer's representation agreement. Now, if you're a buyer, if you're a home buyer, you may have seen this if you've already purchased your home. I don't know like how far back this goes, but since I've been, familiar with real estate, it's been, things always happen that creates where they think maybe this needs a contract. So this is one of those situations where it was like, okay, I think we need a contract for this. So it is called a buyer's representation agreement, and it is literally exactly what it says. Who is representing the buyer? So what is a buyer's representation agreement? It is an agreement between a potential buyer of real property, which is a house, and a real estate broker. This agreement protects the agent. It doesn't protect the buyer, it protects the agent. Do you have to sign this agreement? Yes, if you want to put in offers and if you want to be loyal, I would sign it. But honestly, I do not even give my clients a buyer representation agreement until we submit an offer. Now, if my broker, Scott, was listening to this, he would murder me and tell me you need to get a buyer representation agreement signed as soon as you start showing homes. Like, as soon as you show the first property, you need to have that representation agreement signed. Even if it takes them a year to purchase, 2 years to purchase, 6 months, however long, you need to have that agreement signed in order to cover yourself. Buyers do snake people and they will snake you. Let me give you a scenario. So let's say you're my buyer, my potential buyer. You tell me that you want to work with me and you want me to show you homes, and I show you homes. Let's say I live in a certain area and I'm showing you homes 30 miles from my house. I show you 10 homes and you say, I don't like any of these homes, which is perfectly fine. Then you turn around and then I come to find out that you've been working with another agent behind, not necessarily behind my back, because trust me, you can do what you want to do, but it's just about the fairness. Like, I've already showed you the 10 homes, but now you've gone around behind me and either submitted an offer with somebody else, or now you have another person showing you a different 10 homes, or maybe even the same 10 homes. But it's just like, dang, it's basically about loyalty and honesty. It's like, first of all, you didn't even tell me that, either, there was no feedback as far as, am I meeting, your needs? Am I showing you things that you want? Or is it about that, like, dang, I just showed you 10 houses, now you're using somebody else to show you another 10 houses? Like, where's the loyalty in that? Like, that sucks. And then you actually buy the home with that person after you told me you wanted to work with me? That's like, but I kid you not, it happens all the time. I've had so many people like reach out to me, hey, I want to see this house, hey, I want to see this house, because I'm obviously on Zillow. So they say, hey, I want to see this house. I go show them one property. I meet them at a property. I set an appointment to meet them at a property. I'm showing them the property, we get to talking, and all truth comes to light. And sometimes in these situations, you just gotta let people talk. And I'm telling you, people talk so much, they talk themselves into a hole. And then they're like, oh yeah, we already saw 10 houses, but we wanted to make an appointment with you to go see this house. No, why didn't you send this house to your agent? And people have diarrhea of the mouth. So it's just like, it kept flowing. And so I'm just like, oh, okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, I'm listening. I'm listening to all your needs, your wants, how you want me to show you 10 houses, even though you just said you've been working with another agent that has already shown you 10 houses. Yeah, keep talking. Because now you'll never hear from me again. Because for what? You've already made it clear that you have an agent. So I'm like, was your agent either not available today to show you this property? If so, I mean, maybe you could have just waited. I don't know how, but now it puts me in a situation, even if I keep showing you houses, because of this agreement, because of this contract, now the other agent is going to try to come after me for my commission because you snaked them. You were supposed to be loyal to them, but now they're coming after me, after my money, because you're their client. So this is why this contract exists between buyers and real estate agents. Within conversations, I would hope that I have expressed that I am going to work for you. I am going to do everything that you need me to do to get you to the end goal of finding a home, regardless of how long that is, whether it's 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, however long. I hope that I've given you enough security, trust, and you know that I'm loyal to you. Of course, I'm gonna have other clients, but you know that I'm loyal to you and I am going to be your agent of choice. So we can get it in the bag, get you what you need, make you a homeowner, and move on, and hopefully we work together again in the future. But that is not the case with a lot of buyers. And it's like a lot of people see like, oh, like maybe agents are being shady, but they never see the other side of the buyers being shady. Basically, the contract says I am going to be representing said buyer through their transaction. So some agents will just go off natural loyalty and not have you sign anything and just continue to work with you because they're just, like I said, natural loyalty. Like, you wanted to work with me, so we're working together and we're in this together. And you won't sign in it until you actually submit an offer, because it does have to be submitted with an offer, so the seller knows like who's representing you and that you at least have representation. Some will make you sign before the first showing, and I mean, I don't blame them, because it's like, when I first meet you, I don't really know how to navigate. So it's like, okay, yes, you want me to show you this home, and maybe like there may be a situation where it's like, I don't know, I'm kind of uneasy about it. So, first day, first showing, as soon as we meet, here, sign this, we're working together. It puts a bad taste in some buyers' mouths, because it's like, sign your name on the dotted line. But that is just how some people work. And like I said, if my broker heard me doing this video right now, he would say, I don't even know why you're saying that. Yes, tell them what the agreement is, but you need to have your buyer representation agreement signed as soon as you commit to working with somebody. Why should we have this? Only one gets paid. So even if you have 2 people working for you, only one person is going to get paid from the seller. So that is why this contract exists. So you may be working with 2 people, but the person who writes up the offer, submits the offer, that is the person that's going to get paid. The agent's whose name is at the end of that offer contract, that is the person that is going to get paid. So it's kind of like you caused this whole uproar, and like, yes, now you're living in your house. I've done all this work for you for 6 months, but now I haven't even gotten paid, and now I'm sitting in court and like arbitration and mediation with another agent over whose client it actually was. And it just really sucks on the back end, and it is unfortunate. But like I said, it's always situations that have happened where now these type of things exist, just for because some people just choose to do things how they want to. And trust me, I have heard some horror stories. Is there a time limit on the representation agreement? So basically you set the time limit. So I mean, and it always can be extended, it always can be adjusted. You know, if it expires, we can always create a new one, but you set the time limit on how long you think your journey is going to be. You know, you could write on there 3 years, but basically the way you get out of it is either in writing or verbally telling somebody that you no longer want to work with them. And I will just say most of it is just a communication issue because I mean, yeah, people are just kind of afraid to hurt people's feelings. It's a lot of uncomfortable conversations. People don't like to be told things that they didn't want to hear. So it's kind of like a lot of people get in their feelings with these things, and then things kind of just go south from there. And you know, it's unfortunate, but it is a hard reality in this business. You know, I just kind of wanted to come and say that because I know if you watch my listing agreement, it's kind of like, once you have a listing agent, it's the polar opposite of a buyer's representation agreement. Trust me, buyers can work with as many agents as they want to, but like I said, only one gets paid. Don't put your agent in a situation where they're having to fight. You know, I feel like that's just an inhumane thing, and it's really just unfair. So, you know, this is why this contract exists, but a lot of people don't think about the buyers and, you know, the buyer's agent. It's hard out here for us buyer's agents. And also that is why I've said in previous videos, like, a lot of people don't work with buyers at all because of this specific thing. Because, you know, some people can be a little sneaky when working. So some people will be like, I'm not working with any buyer because I don't trust buyers. But, you know, you pick and choose your poison. I pretty much like to set the tone. I may not throw the contract in your face, you know, immediately, but I also will, you know, set the tone that, you know, if we are going to be moving forward together, we are going to be moving forward together. And, you know, just natural loyalty. I mean, it's a business for everybody. You know, you always want to get the best for your client, but like I said, it is all about communication. If I'm showing you houses that are completely irrelevant to your life and your situation, then say something. If I'm showing you houses that are too far from your house, say something. Like, if you don't like any of the houses that I send you, say something. But this is also where it comes in, like, different buyers consultations. And, you know, I'll do a video on how a proper buyer consultation should go, and it'll give you guys something to think about as well. But you know, this is the duty of an agent. The only way that something can go wrong is if there is no communication, either from the buyer or on the agent's behalf, where I'm not pulling it out of you, the information that I need to make things happen. So we learned something today. So I'm glad you guys came for my TED Talk. Remember, sign your buyer representations agreement. Don't be out here doing people dirty. That is not nice. But I love y'all. See y'all later. Bye.